Today we will discuss the Skydio 2 drone. This is a flight review. Hey there everybody, thank you for visiting addshot. If this is your first time or you are returning, we appreciate you viewing. We will further test the Skydio 2's capabilities. You are welcome here. All video and music made from scratch. Alright, here we go. We're going up today. We're going to go up the mountain. This is a continuation flight of the last video. Little bonus, going uphill now. One thing I forgot to do immediately was to replace the battery. One of the most important things. When I came down, it took only half the battery to get down, so I had about half a battery left when I took off here, and not did I notice. So regardless of these facts, we are flying and we are proceeding up the hill. We're in four-wheel low for sure, pulling with some super power. Started in second gear, probably going to maintain third all the way up the hill in low gear. And here we go, we got the chase cam going with the Skydio 2. Probably at some point I'm going to tell it to change positions. Skydio has just been an amazing companion on all these flights and rides, let me tell you. After months of using her, it seems like my nerves are more settled. I can pretty much get on and do what I'm gonna do. I can keep focused on my task at hand, whether it's riding a quad or driving my Jeep. And here we go, Skydio 2 is gonna get lost right here. Cannot follow. It's not gonna be able to follow me through the trees here. So I'm gonna find a spot where it's flat or flatter and reconnect with Skydio, and then I'll be on my way. Here she comes. Sometimes this happens when you're going so fast and really there's just no way out, and it usually finds itself with canopy above, below, behind, and rather than proceeding, it'll signal to you there's a rescue needed. So here we go, we're gonna head back up the hill. Definitely a second gear start up this hill. That low power is just extreme, so I'm just pulling up this hill, no problems. In third gear right now. Skydio 2 with a tremendous advantage on all other drones out there. The photography and video coming out of this thing is just amazing. So on my upward climb here, I tried to do something a little bit different than my last couple videos where I was doing more of a bird's eye view. I tried to come in a little bit more and get a few more close-up shots just for old time's sake. And of course, Skydio does everything you command, and that's what I like. I'm sure someday soon they're going to be implementing all sorts of other features that I just heard about. One being one of these remote ID or these like drone ID things where basically you'll be broadcasting a signal of who you are and where your base is, and all sorts of other things. I don't know if I need to get all deep into some of the new FAA requirements, but they're out there. I always read the FAA emails that I get, and I'm always abreast of what's going on. So you know, it is somewhat concerning, but I guess it's a good thing for safety's sake. But yeah, for people like me that are just out recreating in a safe space, in a safe environment, I don't need all that regulation. But anyway, here we go up the hill. This is one of those turns where you will not make it, so we got a little backup shimmy here. Got this great perspective underneath the Jeep. We're going to continue up the hill. Trail rated, Call of Duty edition. Modern Warfare 3. It's a limited edition Jeep, similar to a Rubicon. It's got the push button sway bar disconnect and the push button lockers front and rear. And this vehicle is just fantastic. It's got a good set of new meaty tires on it, and it just loves this terrain. No problems. So these views are just amazing. The highlight reel is filled at this point. I think I have hours of footage of Skydio 2 and just all sorts of vehicles that I can all lace together now, eliminate all the bull, and just get some of these amazing shots and just cut to the next scene. And that's pretty much what I would imagine most people are doing with these things. You want to get some awesome reels so you can share them on social media, share them with your family, let people know that you're doing these things because, hey, you want to get some cred, right? You're out there working hard. No matter what you're doing, if you're filming, it's hard work. You know, you got to get all the mounts and cameras ready. You got to get everything set for your journey. Okay, if you're riding up on these hills, you got the stress of whether or not you're going to dump it over the side or do anything like that. So there's a lot of stuff going on, and this is no easy task. I'm just not riding a Jeep out here. There's a lot of calculations going on at all times. And Skydio 2 is having a little calculation problem of its own as it got stuck behind a tree over here with some of its leaves still on it. We're going to speed it up here and gather ourselves and break free of the old black oak. And we'll find ourselves in the sky, back up so Skydio can see me, we'll reacquire, we'll get set back on the follow me mode, I'll change positions, so Skydio will go right where I want it to go, we'll dodge a tree within a couple feet, get a great view of Skydio doing its thing, and we'll continue up these epic switchbacks. This is an amazing video, I had to make it for itself, because it couldn't have been mixed with any other footage. These switchbacks and this uphill ride worked out really well for me. Skydio lost touch a couple of times, not a big deal. I got the highlight reel footage to prove it, and I'm loving to share it with you right now. So here we go. So usually going uphill on some switchbacks, you can usually get a little bit more turning radius because your rear tires will do a little spin for you, maybe a little fishtail, and it allows you to get that angle and hug up the hill. Whereas downhill, your gravity is pushing outwards towards your front right or left tire, and it actually makes your turning radius wider. So I just love coming up the switchbacks. You know, I don't want to spin tire, but you know, I'm just respecting the road and enjoying a great day. And the Jeep is doing fantastic. The Skydio is keeping up with me all the time. I'm directing it, telling what to do. How about let's get on this side of the Jeep as we continue up this final stretch. Let's dodge a tree. Let's continue rolling. Got some of this undercarriage perspective. I love this. We got the shock mount going on with the GoPros. And I can't wait to see what happens next on the next adventure. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. These things are pretty spontaneous, pretty erratic. I usually tell that I have days before a next video needs to be launched. I'm trying to do something for you guys every week. And if you just stick with me, I'm going to keep it going. So what'll be next, we don't know. But it'll be spontaneous, and I'll put in my best effort. So as we go up this final little stretch, I'm able to cut out some of the scenes I don't like, of course, with this extra camera angles I have, but at least we can cut in and see the Skydio flying in the background. And here we go, we're going to come up this final stretch. As I noticed on the battery pack, I was down to 1% battery. This was the most epic failure on my part, not switching out the battery on the way up, but you know what? I made it. I really was going to think that there might be a problem, but in the last second, I'm going to jump out of this car so fast, and I'm going to bring that thing in. Luckily, I am very proficient with the beacon, and I know how to break that connection on the motion track, direct it in the right direction, fly it right over to me, and then we're really just gonna get this thing into my hands, because 1% battery is not what you want to do. Let's change out those battery packs, of course. Let's not fly too long. So if you know someone who would like one of these videos, be sure to share it with them right away. Another good day, another good flight. Hey, let me know what you think in the comments below. There's more to come. Please subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.